Hey, how you doing? I'm Steffen Franz. I teach music business here at Pyramind. In my day job, my real life, I own a company called Independent Distribution Collective. We're a music marketing and distribution company that specializes in independent artist and label distribution and release management. I've been teaching music business for 10 years here at Pyramind, and basically, I live what I teach. So I'm excited to be here and to be presenting you with a little segment I like to call the state of the industry. And I really want to say to all the people out there, you know, there's never been a better time to get in the music industry. All of the barriers that used to stop us from being successful and from being able to self-promote and market ourselves are gone. You know, via social media, via other means of marketing, you're able to reach a much wider audience today. Bigger than all of that is the fact that there's more revenue now associated with every single composition you create. And so for most of us who create songs and think about them as you know, vehicles for our success, the truth of the matter is today, more so than ever, you have 42 revenue streams sitting out there associated with every single composition. And so for me, I believe that it's not about talking about the industry as a big picture. It's more about saying, how do I, as a creative, create content that is monetizable? And again, I think most people start this industry saying, I'm just going to make songs because I love to make music. And the real reality is, you need to be able to be sustainable in the industry today. So if you're really looking for a future in this, it's to define those 42 revenue streams and figure out which ones are going to be viable for you. Again, you just got to love creating content. I think that is the simple story of how to be successful in the industry today. It's about you figuring out, what do I love about this? What type of music, what type of energy can I put into this? And create a licensable, marketable catalog of your music. So the industry today has less barriers. You have more tools than you've ever had before in terms of trying to market yourself, in terms of trying to present your music in a professional way. And I think with these multiple revenue streams, plus the ease that independent artists and labels have to market themselves, you really have the possibility of developing an audience. And I think that's really where you start today as an independent artist. If you want to be successful, you need to build fans. And I don't just mean likes, and I don't mean you know, just getting clicks. I mean actual fans that will support your future works. So for me, I look at this like numbers are important. Certainly, you don't need 1 million likes on Facebook to be successful. What you do need is an audience. That audience is really integral to your success. And again, for most of us, we've built into what we've done an X amount of fans. I think for most people, though, it's turning those fans to consumers, getting them engaged in what you're doing so that you can continue to market to them over and over again. For me, at least, using tools like social media, so that is developing fans on Facebook, not just likes, but fans. That's using Instagram, that's using Snapchat if you're an established artist, that's using YouTube and creating interesting video content so that people can share it and want to share it. And then, you know, playing live, getting out there. There is no substitute for performing in front of a live audience. There's no better opportunity for you to convert a casual fan who sees you perform into a real consumer who buys a t-shirt, buys a download, buys an album. Again, I think this should be a priority for you. I think the goal is really to establish a fan base, get them all kind of feeling what you're doing, and then market to them. So in my business, which is, you know, really marketing and distribution of music, I really focus on things like fan acquisition. Before you ever start to release something, you need to get a group of people excited. And by doing that, you are setting up yourself for success. Again, in the old days, it was about how loud you could be, how much noise could you make. It was a monologue. Whereas in today's world, it is truly a dialogue. How much interaction, how much engagement do you have with your fans? It's real easy to go out there and take a streaming link from Bandcamp and post it on your social media sites. But the truth of the matter is, the way you're going to get people to engage you is to have a dialogue with them on that post. So just posting it isn't really a way to success. Posting it and then waiting for somebody to come and say, wow, that's a great song, you got to respond to that. Thanks. Can I put you on my email list? Can I get you to join on board of this journey that I'm on? Again, I think in the old days, it was about going in the club and who could rap in your ear. Now, it's simply put, engaging in conversations, communication with people via socials. And, you know, once you've acquired some fans, then you can really start talking about how to market to them. So the state of the industry today, in summation, is about you creating content, loving to make music, loving to get new, interesting compositions out, but also to find an audience for your works. I tell people you got to define who your end user is. Clearly, if your end user is a music supervisor for a film or a game, that's a lot different than an individual fan. And so by figuring out who that end user is, you actually start to determine how to market them. And the sooner you kind of get rid of the wide audience and think more targeted on who those fans are, the sooner you get a real solid fan base that you can then market to. Thanks for tuning in. If you have any specific questions for me, please feel free to leave them in the comments. And if you'd like to do a little one-on-one, I'm on the Mentorship Network. You can feel free at any time to book me out for an hour to talk about your project or anything specific related to music business, releasing, distributing, marketing. I pretty much do all of that. So I look forward to hearing from you. Thanks.
If you're a music producer, subscribe to our channel and stay up to date on the latest Pyramind tutorial videos, track breakdowns, elite sessions, and more. Visit us at pyramind.com.